Hey, you guys. I'm Tashina,
I'm Jack Skeleton.
formerly known as Portia. And this is Two Sides of the Same Mess. So today we're going to be talking about a thing called maintenance sex. And I know sometimes people hear that and they be like, they get kind of, we're not talking about the unhealthy kind. We're not talking about a sex that you feel pressure to do it, or you're guilt driven to do it, or you just feel like I just gotta force myself to have sex with my husband because that's just what wives are supposed to do. No, it's not that. It's a healthy maintenance, especially when you've been in a very long-term relationship and life just be lifing, and you got your job and you got kids and you got stress, and you just at the end of the day you're just exhausted, and the first thing that seems to get pushed back is sex and intimacy. And maintenance sex can help, maintain that even at times you don't feel like doing it. That's what we're getting into today. Okay, one of the positives to healthy maintenance sex is keeping the physical connection from disappearing. So, like I said, long-term relationships, couples that they accidentally drift romantically. That seems to be like the first thing to go. And even though like your desire is not sky high for them at that moment, I just feel like even if he touches you, or if he brushes you a certain way, I feel like that desire will spark. And I just think maybe you can even schedule some sexy time. I mean, but I feel like that can become redundant as well. So,
okay, so when you say schedule, is it like 7 p.m. on Friday?
No, okay, I'm gonna get personal. So, like with me and my husband, there was times where there were times when we went 2-3 months without being intimate, and it's just because we were just so tired, and we were just, and it's not a good thing, because you start losing like, does he still find me attractive, or it just a connection is not there. So we decided to first, we didn't want to do the scheduling because we're like, that's like, it's gonna be so redundant, it's not gonna be,
I got some questions,
romantic or whatever. So we based it on our work schedule. So my husband has to work. He has to work at 4:00 in the morning, 2 days out of the week. So those days we don't do it. So we do like 3 days out of the week. But we make sure that we schedule it. And if we don't, say one of us is really tired, and that we communicate. We communicate like, not tonight, or not whatever. We're just in that. But yeah, it's scheduled.
How often do you say no?
Not very much. Not often.
Okay.
I think I don't ever really say no. I'll just fall asleep. I'll be so tired. The only time I can't is I have to be really, really exhausted, like to the point where I can't keep my eyes open.
Okay, so let's go back to the 3 months thing.
Yeah, life gets in the way sometimes. I always thought that couldn't happen, and that's not a thing. But life can really get in the way. You'll just be really exhausted at the end. You got a lot of stress. It's just, that's not.
See, my insecure ass.
Like that. Well, I mean, it did kind of.
My insecure ass will be like, who you fucking?
I mean,
because we ain't had sex. And
I mean, I know that never crossed my mind. Him having sex with another person, or having sex with us, never crossed my mind. Because I can tell both of us, we could tell that it was a physical exhaustion thing. And we communicated.
Like, I understand that for like a couple of weeks, but months?
But it just goes, you don't even know it's that long until I stopped and said, fuck, it's been a long time since we had sex. I think it was like, you're right, it has.
Is your sex drive not? I think my sex drive is ridiculous. Because
it fluctuates, but that time it was a lot. I was going a lot with my anxiety that time.
Okay.
Dealing with new medication, and it was just a lot. And then,
that explains a lot, because of the medication, it suppresses. Like,
yeah. So
okay, I get it. Okay.
But then but the time flew by fast, where you didn't even realize it was that long. But yeah, so then we had to end up making sure that we.
See, I wish sometimes I could just turn off parts of my brain, because I'm so much of an overthinker.
Yeah.
If sex is different, like, say they're not as, what is the word? Like, excited.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like, I'd be like, did you not like it? They'd be like, oh, I finished, did it not? I'm like, just because you finished doesn't mean you liked it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's where the maintenance part of me was like, if we got to schedule it, it's because you don't want it. That's what I would think. Like, you should just like wake up and be like, come on, let's get a quickie before we go to work. Like,
yeah.
So does that create a sense of like, if we got to schedule it, that mean you really don't want me? Or is it just like, this is our time? And then how do you turn on the like, so if you know, say your day, like you'd be like, okay, we're both off Wednesday.
Yeah.
So no matter what, every Wednesday we're going to have sex.
Yeah.
So how do you turn on the fire? Because then it begins like, it's a chore. Like, I got to mop the floor on Wednesday.
I get where that can happen. That's never happened to me because I'm still very sexually attracted to Eric. So I could just be laying next to him and his foot brushes against me and I get excited. Like, I don't have a moment where I'm not, that he can't arouse me. We haven't had that issue yet where I have to like find a way to get aroused. I'm so tired. No, we can arouse. And then it did become redundant. It did how we started it, because sometimes we're just like, hey, take your clothes off. Like, it became that he would take his clothes, I take my clothes off, and let's do it. And then I was like, I don't like that. And I expressed to him like, I don't like that. It feels like, it doesn't feel like intimate. This feels like, again, this is something that we have to do. Yeah. It takes steps to try to find. And then I had to get out of my comfort zone and learn to initiate more, because a lot of the issues came from me not initiating and him doing all the initiating, and he feels like I didn't want him, and then he wanted me to initiate, and then when I did try, it got really awkward and it killed the mood, and I just had to learn. It just took time.
Sometimes I feel like I initiate too much, and it's kind of like, they be like, because like, okay, so the thing with me, this might be a little TMI, but I have a very high sex drive. And then now, since I had a hysterectomy, there's no red lights. There's no red lights. So it's like, if I want to go, I can go. And it's like, sometimes, and then by having the hysterectomy, it messed up my hormones to where they'll be all over the place. They are crazy. So it's like, I'm never not ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I feel like if they, ain't no they, but I don't know, nobody think I'm just out here fucking football team. Like, if he doesn't want to do it or whatever, then it's like, I'll start overthinking shit. Like, I wouldn't, it is not, I don't give a shit. I would not even care, like, oh, you just worked 12 hours and I'm tired. Like, me, I just instantly go to the, you don't want to have sex to me, because a lot of times, sex is a really big part of the relationship. Yes. Not the only part, but it's like, that helps, like, it's that connection during sex. So it kind of feels like, oh, you don't want this connection.
And you can actually grow emotional connection out of a physical connection too, as well. So that helps with the emotional aspect of the relationship.
Okay. So it's kind of like, I feel like if you got to make, in my mind, it's like, if you got to make an appointment to have sex, y'all don't really love each other.
Yeah. No.
But I'm not saying y'all. I'm just saying, like,
I can see where it gets it. But when you've been in like me and Eric's going on 20 years together. So it's just a lot of, and you could tell the sex has changed. We talked about it from the beginning. It was like, we're fucking like rabbits. And everywhere, and you know, nothing. We could be tired. We could just got into a huge fight. The first thing we want to do is have sex. Like that sex drive was just
that makeup sex.
But you can see it waver.
But it depends on what y'all making up.
Yeah, but it's never been, and we've always known that our sex changed because of just life, and because of age, and because of sex drive. I don't think we've ever felt, where our sex life has changed because this person is not sexually attracted to me anymore. This person is out there getting sex somewhere else. Like, that's never crossed my mind. And I feel like that's never crossed his mind. And also because our communication is really good.
And okay, that's good. But for me, it's like, if I go too long without being intimate with my mate, I lose. the bond.
Yeah.
So to say.
I know.
So it's like, if we're going this long without having sex, it's like, I don't even want to have sex with you anymore. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get it, because me and Eric it wasn't when we went that long and it just became like normal or whatever. We didn't get to the point where we were like, oh, we don't want to have sex no more, but it became like a roommate.
Yeah,
like a roommate.
And then once I lose that fire in you,
yeah,
and like that like, I want you. If I lose that, where I just feel like we're just roommates, and then like just going through the motion, I get unhappy and I get mean.
Yeah,
and I get distant, and it's over. Yeah. Like, and that has happened in like from weeks of not, you know.
And then I think in our situation as well, we were both on common ground. It wasn't where one wanted to have sex and the other one didn't. We were both kind of on the common ground that we just did it. Sex wasn't the priority at that time, but then you started feeling, I started noticing, like, damn, we're just like roommates. So then that's when I communicated to him, and he was like, dang, we haven't in a long time. And then we decided that has to be worked on, as well as it, just like communication has to be worked on, and boundaries have to be worked on. That has to be worked on with sex, in a relationship as well.
And I know you shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't do this, but I do really focus a lot of my relationship on the sexual aspect, because I'm a very sexual being. And it's like, if it's not there, I could, like, if I'm really into you and I like you, then we won't need to make, like, well, like, far as just like, oh, are we coming to my house or your house type plans or whatever, unless it's like a long distance type thing, then you do got to plan. But if we're in the same town and I feel like we don't have sex like a couple times a week, then I'm gonna lose interest in you, because I'm gonna feel like,
okay, where I like,
and maybe that is, I put in too much emphasis on sex, but
like, I get that, but what if like life just gets in the way of like grief, like he loses somebody,
but I'm saying like on a consistent basis. Like, I'm not just saying like, oh, it's been 1 week and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
but even let's say it becomes a month, and it's like a reason.
It has to be a reason, not just like, because I feel like we still need to make time for each other.
See, that's where maintenance come in.
No,
that's like the same thing.
But making time for each other in that, okay,
it doesn't,
if you have your person
have to be sex
and y'all making time for each other or whatever, like, okay, this is date night or whatever. I'm not saying like, oh, we have to have sex on date night, but it's gonna happen because you're having fun, you're talking, and then you're being up under each other. So then it'll
so
happen.
you just like, you can schedule the intimacy part of it, like you schedule time with each other, date with each other, because once you guys are around each other and you're just focusing on each other, it's going to spark desire.
Okay,
and then that's what it is.
I thought you meant just scheduling, like, oh, it's 2 p.m. Open your legs.
No, it's all intimacy, and then even though like we know, say this is the days we're gonna have sex, we already know, we already planned. It's more of like excitement thing, not like, okay, it's a chore. It's more like, okay, I'm looking forward to this tonight.
Oh, okay.
This is something that
I don't know why when I hear like planned sex, I think like a text message pops up and it's like, it's time to have sex.
It's just like how we schedule, like, okay, Portia, we go to brunch every Sunday, and that's something you look forward to.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Because it's like, okay, so I just think I was looking at it wrong.
Yeah. Like, it's the same thing. Like, so I'd be like, God, okay, it's fucking Thursday. Like, all my stress is something I can look forward to.
How many times a week do you think scheduling sex or scheduling intimacy is the norm?
Most people do like 2 to 3 days out of the week, but with me, and then some people just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It fits their schedule, but the thing is, what was that? I lost my train of thought. What did you say?
How many times have sex during a week?
Oh, what was normal? It all depends on the person too, because like you said, a lot of people have higher sex drives and they both can do more. So some people do 5 days a week. I was like, I don't know how you do all that, but
it's like, with me, once I'm into you and I care about you, it's no. It's let's go. The only time I'll say no is if like we didn't have a session and I'm like, okay, I'm in pain. Give me a break.
Yeah, no. I've never really said no. Like no, I don't want. I fall asleep
on purpose or is it an accident?
It's sometimes okay. Sometimes I'll make sure I can keep myself up so when I know we're gonna do it. But other times I'm just like I'm fucking tired.
Sometimes,
and I'm just fucking
sometimes
tired.
I will be tired. I'll be like, just give me an hour, wake me up in an hour, and I'm good to go.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he'll wake me up.
But then if he don't wake me up, I'll be like, why did you wake me up? Like,
yeah, sometimes he'll
wake me up in enough time before you go to work.
Yeah,
you know, like.
But it took time to work it out because it did, But that's what works for us.
Okay.
Because I noticed that if we don't, you can feel it. It starts giving me like roommate vibes.
Okay. So I had another question I have to ask you. How do you guys manage mix match sex drive? Like, does he have a higher and you have a lower, or you have a lower, he have a higher?
One thing I think I'm blessed with, I think we both have the same.
Okay.
So I think we're really blessed with it. It's never been a time where he was ready to go and I wasn't, and vice versa. And it's weird. There's times that we're not ready to go. Both of us are not ready to go. I don't know if we synced up at that point, but our sex drive.
You lucky because
our sex drive is the same, and I'm experimental, just like he's experimental, so that works.
I'm experimental,
yeah, because some people have certain. It's not just drive. Some people have certain some people are just straight missionary and they're fine with that. Others more kinky. So to me, I would ask the question to somebody: how do you guys manage if one's more kinkier than the other?
When I'm safe, I'm experimental. Yeah. When I feel safe, when I feel secure, I'm like, oh, let's try it.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you that question because your sex drive is really high. I know you came across somebody that you didn't match your sex drive.
So, not a lot, but yeah, more than and then it creates an argument because it's like, I don't like to ask for sex. I don't like to be like, if I do something and you turn me away, then I'm never going to do it again. I'm never going to reach out again because I hate rejection. That is my biggest thing. So if I try to initiate it and you turn me down one time, it's a wrap. But then if you don't initiate it in weeks, I'm going to lose interest in you because I'm going to feel like you don't want to meet my needs.
Oh, okay.
So, and it has caused arguments because we have finished and then I was like, I want another round. And then it's like, oh my God, I'm tired. Da, 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 da. And then I'll be like, okay, well, that's fine. Let me use my toy. And then I've had a person that was like, fuck it, come on, let me use your toy on you. But then I've also had a person that was like, oh, that's disrespectful. I'm a man. Why would you want that? Da, 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 da. It creates hell.
Have you ever met somebody that had a higher sex drive than you?
No. I met someone who I thought was equal, and then he was like, you know what? It was a lot last week. But I've not met anyone higher. Yeah. Now, it was one time that his became higher because I was just no longer sexually attracted to him anymore. Yeah. So he always would ask it and I would say no, but I was doing that because I wanted him to break up with me. Oh. So, I didn't have sex with him for months. And it's in my mind, we were broken up. But in his mind, I think he knew we were broken up, but he thought having sex will rekindle it. Yeah. But we had other issues that sex couldn't fix. Yeah. But no, my sex drive is crazy. Oh.
That's funny. So my other one is desire doesn't always have to start spontaneous. Everybody thinks desire has to just I don't know, come spontaneous. All of a sudden your vagina's all tingly when you walk past them.
That don't always happen.
No, and people think that, but you can actually like you said, you didn't think that the scheduled sex would be have any desire or have any spark to it, but I think if you two are both still very sexually attracted to each other, like just kissing and touching. Sometimes if you give me some
the right
attention,
touch, like the right, like rub your back, or watching a movie, rub your thighs, like those can get the blood flowing.
And sometimes if you are emotionally like giving me attention emotionally,
oh yeah,
I get so fucking turned off.
Yes,
or if you do something I don't ask,
is like if I be like, oh dang, I'm running out of toothpaste.
Yeah,
you come in with toothpaste, I'll be like, oh my god,
yeah,
I'm about to take you down for this toothpaste.
Yeah, so stuff like that can still spark it.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
be like little random things.
And I understand where you, like I said, since me and Eric been together so long, I seen how our sex life has
and they all got
changed.
Kids, so that makes
and sometimes you do mourn what your sex life used to be. How more spontaneous it was, more like that shit was hot. Like you don't really have too many of those moments once it's scheduled.
But how do you get that back?
But you do. I mean, because we get nasty, so it's still good.
But how do you?
I don't know if you can ever get that back because again, too, that's on youth. A lot of that is youth. A lot of that is just like I said. Our kids are older now. They can hear. They know what the heck is happening. It's not like we had little infants, little children.
Your kids is grown. Tell them to turn their damn TVs
That's
up.
one thing though. You really don't want your grown daughters
to know. Yeah,
it's like it's different when you hear
just want them to assume.
Because the little kids are kind of like whatever. You don't want none of your kids to hear. But
no.
As they're older, you come out and you get that look, and they be like, "Mama," like you like a little. It's different. You don't really want. So that too because. Our sex is way different. Like when we're on a vacation, when we're on a cruise, or we're in a hotel and our kids the sex is way different. At the house, it's more like hindered. It's a little bit more.
I know, because
be quiet.
Mo be there.
Yeah.
So.
Certain positions make the bed squeak. Like you just know certain things.
Yeah, because certain times, like if Mo is there, I'll be like, shh. But when she's not there, it's like on the walls.
Yeah.
On the like.
It's funny because the other day Eric brought this up. He said, "I love when it gets hot outside because we can have our fans on in the air conditioner and it kind of drowns out the sound." And just to hear, you gotta find like ways. So it's like, yeah,
it is different when you're home alone than.
Yeah, but you do. What was I thinking?
Hotel sex.
Yes, but
hotel sex be good.
I do kind of mourn what our sex life. Maybe I just mourn the newness of it because when you first get together,
can make it new.
You can, but I'm saying when you first getting to know and you guys fucking like rabbits, you actually get to know each other. You're actually like the bonding chemically. Your body is bonding to each other. Your brain.
No, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you believe that? Like sex can keep someone committed to you. Like, I mean, not committed, but like, okay, do you feel like sex is the bond? Is a bond? Yeah, sex and is then, a bond. Like, if you don't have sex for months, isn't that bond broken?
Yeah, it's not broken, but it's shaky. But yeah, you do feel. You really start feeling like you guys are roommates. You don't feel like you guys are like lovers or anything. You just feel like you're roommates. But yeah, I always thought that sex is very important. And I know everybody believes like sex before marriage or sex before. I feel like y'all should have sex before all that because if y'all not connected sexually, if y'all not bonded in that way.
Sometimes though, you could love somebody enough to where it makes their sex really good.
You can. Mm-hmm.
And then you also can like teach them you. Mm-hmm. And
very true.
And I think people need to be more open to listening to their partners. If your partner is telling you what they don't like, don't dismiss them like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Like, don't dismiss your partner. Listen to them.
Yeah. And then as women, too, we need to learn when our partner tells us something that we're doing that they don't like. Don't take it as we don't know what we're doing. are
you
taking,
don't.
are you
That's
taking
the thing.
you take it as kind of, oh shit.
We know what we doing for that ex.
Yeah,
we don't know what we doing for that new person that we just got. He's trying to tell you what he likes.
Yeah.
Listen, slow it down.
Yeah, don't take it.
Speed it up.
Yeah, don't take it personal.
And don't think just be like. One thing I had to get out of my mind is I used to like. If you finish fast, that mean it was good.
It was good, yeah.
I had to get out of my head that sometimes people like to enjoy the goodness, so they do things to stop them from finishing fast. So I used to get like real insecure, like, oh my gosh, you haven't yet.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that doesn't mean he didn't like it. He's like, shut up, I'm enjoying this. Like, you know, so you have to learn, it's different for each person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. You got something?
No, we went over all the lines.
Again, like we talked about the insecurity, the loneliness.
I got another one. The social media and like society influence your sex life and your maintenance on your sex life.
I can see how it does, because a lot of people, if you hear a lot of people on Instagram and stuff, recently I've been hearing a lot how they have sex 6 times a day. I mean, 6 times a week, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And you're like, oh shit, am I doing something wrong? Is he not, you know? And then, it lasts, gotta fuck for 2 hours. And at that point, I'm like, hell no, we don't need no fucking 2 hours. Give me 15, 20 minutes. You can fit everything in a good 15, 20 minutes. But the time, and then when people are like, oh, you gotta have sex in the morning and this and that, I'm like, should we be having sex?
Middle of the night sex is
good. I'm like, should we be having sex before you go to work? Like, I start
do give you energy.
Yeah, but it's just like, you can't base off what other people are doing in their relationships and try to squeeze it into yours, because everything fits for certain people, and just because it fit for them and just because it worked for them don't mean it's gonna work for you.
Y'all need to stop believing social media.
Yeah, and plus it's all
should be fake.
Yeah, it is all communication as well, because we all think men have this high sex drive and they want to do it every time, anytime,
and most of the time it's women.
And sometimes they don't want to do it at this moment. So it's like all about communication. Don't just assume that men will love it and let's just have sex 7 days a week. He probably feels like, I'm so damn tired, I don't do this again.
And I also think,
and my husband told me that, I was like, they're supposed to like sex and this and that, because there's a time where I wanted to do it every night, and then he had to tell me no. He was tired. I'm like, why are you telling me no? Like, so sometimes it's weird, because my sex drive can't answer your question. It can get higher than his sometimes. It depends on how I'm, fluctuating, or my hormones and all that. And he did have to tell me no. And he said he hates telling me. And I said, why don't you just like communicate or whatever? And he's like, he hates telling me no, because I get mad, which is true, because then I feel rejected.
And you know what? I am guilty of that as well. But when we be getting mad, we really ain't mad. We just spoiled.
Yeah.
So we're not used to hearing our partners say no. So it's like, you could tell us no, we might pout or something for like 5 minutes, but we'll get over it.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't be afraid to tell your partner what you need.
Yeah.
And if they are mad, they'll calm down. And like with me, I'm a hothead. This one piece of hair is pissing me off. So I might get like, not extra, but I might be like, really? And pout. But I'm the youngest and I'm spoiled. Just ignore me.
But then that can go back too. Like, why are you ignoring me? But I don't know. That's how it was too.
You can ignore, because I know when I'm being unreasonable.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I know when I'm being
there's a lot of times I feel rejected, and I won't throw a fit or nothing, argument.
I will.
He just knows I close in on myself, and because I've already had problems with initiating.
I won't start an argument. I'll start whining.
Yeah, it's like I've had real issues with initiating and stuff like that. So if he ever like tells me no or anything like that, I just get real into myself, and
I'll get quiet and shut down.
I'll never try anything again.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to stop doing that. But you would think me being with him for so long, because I'm truly myself around him. Nothing really, I'm not embarrassed around him, but just initiating it.
Sometimes
I think I'm old school as well, because how I was raised, if a woman was too, or back in the 80s, if a woman was too aggressive, are they the ones that initiated sex? They looked down. The men didn't want them. They were hoes and da 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 da. these days, women is just more, they're more open and they're more free. But with me, I was always like told that you don't initiate. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm not. So it's hard for me to get out. And then I feel I feel like there is no roles. There is no men roles or women roles. But again, I used to think, well, it's men are supposed to initiate it. If they want to have sex with you,
I did used to feel like that too. But then sometimes I'd be like, I'll initiate without like physical. Sometimes I'll send like some memes.
Oh yeah,
shit
me like now.
that.
Now I just with me initiating, I just text him like I want to have sex tonight, or I'll say something
text
sexy or something like that. And then me too. I think I do initiate in a way because I get like I rub my butt on him. I'll make sure you know.
Yeah. Or like if I haven't seen you in a while, I'm gonna have like lingerie.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff
I'm gonna like let you know that. And because he can say he can feel in my body when he knows I want to. So I'm like, I know you feel it.
But with with the lingerie though, I did that before and I didn't like the reaction. So that had like shut me down. And I had like stopped doing it.
Especially if you didn't get a reaction.
I had to get more confident in myself before I did that again. Because I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah. I'm never putting on lingerie and like, no. Yeah. I had stopped it. So your partner's reaction does really shape.
And that's why a lot of women, and two, like when I did initiate and I was kissing on him and stuff, he would just lay there. Like no like noise, no nothing, like no movement, no nothing. Yeah. But because with us, you gonna know that you. But like
sometimes we act a little bit,
but
to make them feel better.
Yeah,
but we can't expect because we do what they do.
And
I'm not saying act like we don't enjoy it, but when they're kissing on us, like sometimes we do be in the mood, so we moan. But like sometimes we don't need to moan, but we do it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like you can feel because my body, like you can just feel when I'm drunk, even if I'm not moaning. But then with him, I guess it's a lot of men because I've seen a lot of things talk about it. Men just lay there and enjoy it
like a damn log. And it's like
a log.
I had to learn.
And it makes me.
And I was stopping like, do you like this?
Yes,
am I not doing it right?
Yes.
Like,
it makes
me
me
like, go back, shut up. Like, I stop. Like,
it just makes me think that, yeah, I don't.
Some
I get real awkward, and then he could tell I'm awkward, and it got bad. Every time I try to initiate, it just turns so bad. So bad. And I was like, I don't want to do this again. I feel rejected. And then it stops it. Like, it just kills the mood. And we both just turn around, turn our backs to each other, and go to sleep. Like, I don't like it. So, yeah. So, there's times that men do get tired. Like, they get tired and they don't want to, have sex all the time. Like, he had explained that to me.
And I did. It was like one time we didn't have sex for like, it was like a weekend. And I was like, are you not sexually attracted to me anymore?
Yeah, it's
oh god.
But there is ways that maintenance and scheduling can become unhealthy, and it's all due to no communication. Like you will start feeling obligated, and you'll just instead of leaning into it, you just feel like let's just get this over. Let's just do what we gotta do. It's Wednesday, and that's what we're supposed to do. So let's just do it. And then sex can become like transactional. So basically, like, damn, you've been acting up today. I just want peace. I'm just gonna give him some sex. So then I can get peace in the house. I want
to go here.
I go there. And there's no emotion. And I'm not saying sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but I'm not saying but in a relationship, I think emotion should always kind of be. If it becomes transactional, it's just like. You're doing it for.
I ain't gonna lie though. I have did it for transactional, but not like because I wanted something. Yeah. It just was like Nikki and everybody was going out, and I wanted to go out, and I was like, oh, when he come home, I'm put on him real good, so he can fall asleep, and then I could be like, do you want to go out? And I know he's gonna be like, no, I'm tired. Go ahead with your friends. Yeah. So like that, but not like, oh, I want these shoes. Let me get out here. Not like that.
And don't worry, you just were doing it because you wanted to just shoes instead of doing it for the enjoyment.
Exactly. Yeah. But I enjoy pleasing my mate. I really do enjoy pleasing my mate. So it's like. Some women be like, they feel like sex is a chore. Not to me. Yeah. I actually really enjoy it and it's fun to me. Yeah. And like, I'll like smirk when I'm doing things that I know he likes. In my mind, I'm like, I did good. But yeah.
And then, like you said, again, it does, like intimacy, especially if it's like being like scheduled or, it does become like predictable, becomes rushed. Like sometimes you do feel disconnected. Like you got the same timing in the same place, and you started off the same way. That was one of our issues. It would start off the same way every time, and it just got so redundant. I was like, let's just change something, because it just became the same. It's funny, you have to learn each other all the time, because it changes. Just like your sex drive changes, so then I got to learn his sexual habit all over again. He has to learn mine all over again, and you just learning each other.
But
all
I like
over
that.
again.
It makes it new.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's just you have to put the effort on doing it.
Yeah, you have to put
you have to put an effort to learn each other.
And you have to not be scared to learn.
No,
the other person.
Like you literally become different people throughout the year. For us being together so long, it's going on 20-something years. I've seen different versions. He's seen different versions of me. And we still got more shit. We becoming different. I'm going through menopause. He's gonna we're going through different versions of ourselves right now. So it's just all about communication. That's the most important thing. Yeah. And I know sometimes it's hard to communicate, because something you might say is going to be negative, and you're afraid that you're going to hurt that person's feelings, or because you might,
but they'll be okay.
Yeah, but if you come in a way. And if they like you said, sometimes you can't control how they take it. But I think in the long run, they're going to understand, and they're going to be more appreciative of your honesty up front.
Because sometimes they're distraught in that moment, and then they go home and they think about it, and they're like, I kind of did overreact. I shouldn't have reacted that strongly.
Yeah, and if you don't communicate the negative things, and you allow them to continue to do something that you dislike, or something that bothers you, it's going to cause resentment. So... it's just communication, y'all. Communication
is key.
So yes, I know we've been gone for a while, but still like this video, share this video, follow, do all that good stuff.
And don't ask where we've been. Life and life and shit.
And we'll see you in the next video.